Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Today, political predictions back. Today we will be doing a 2022 Senate elections predictions as of June 28th, 2021, which is today. Anyway guys, on your screen you can see the Senate map for those who don't know. The upcoming Senate elections, they're held every 2 years and one class is up. So this time it's class 3 Senate seats. The next one after 2022 will be 2024 when you'll recognize some of the senators like Sherrod Brown, Jon Tester. They're up again in 2024. Anyway, so if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do so. Every subscriber helps, and with more viewers, I can definitely help improve my audience. And guys, I am working on election night, so that'll be out sometime soon. I'm not sure, but it's very hard. It's taking a little bit of time, so I'll have that out sometime soon. Anyway, so today we will go into our 2022 Senate predictions. So the safe Democratic states are what you typically expect. Phil Scott said he's not running, so I mean either way that race would be safe because national politics does play a role. Similarly, the safe Republican states include all the ones I'm clicking. Actually no, not Missouri, probably not Missouri. Although it could be safe or depending on who the Democrat runs. Who's the Democrat? Alabama, Kentucky, Indiana, and South Carolina. So you can see Republicans have 13 safe states, and Democrats have 9. Anyway, the Democrats are defending 14 seats in the class, and Republicans are defending 20, so it makes a lot more sense. Now, the likely blue states include Colorado could be solid, but I think in 2022 there may be it might be a slight Republican tilt. Although I think now Democrats are more motivated to come out than the past. So I think Bennett will win by double digits. Probably not by like 13, but I think most likely by 10 or 11. And I think that's the only likely state. I think I could see Arizona, but I'm not going to count out Mark Brnovich though. So let me fix that up real quick. Likely Republican states, they include Florida, Alaska, Missouri, Ohio. I think Ohio. The reason why, some of these are very self-explanatory, like Missouri. Well, Missouri tends to be more purple when it comes to Senate races than presidential races, but, even if it is Eric Greitens, the Democrats really don't have anyone good other than Lucas Kunce, who can run. But I think Lucas Kunce, in my opinion, as a progressive Democrat and populist, I think he would be the best candidate. He's very alliance with me, and I would proudly cast my vote for him if I lived in Missouri. Sadly, I don't, but if I was a Missourian, I'd proudly cast my vote for Lucas Kunce. But unfortunately, Missouri has gotten pretty red. It's like very rural of a state, very culturally conservative. So I don't see a Democrat doing well unless they're progressive but socially conservative. Ohio, very similar thing too. Democrats are losing strength with the white working class, which they used to do historically well with. Like, we can take a look at some history. Let's go back to 2020 presidential election. I don't want to waste too much time, guys, but just want to show you some history. Let's go like all the way back to like 1996. So let's go back to all the way to 1992. So you can see 1992. You can see how Democrats did very well here on this rim. You can see they did extremely well. Even Cuyahoga, even Lucas County wasn't that blue either. I mean, because you had a lot of third parties, so that kind of makes sense. But you can see how very blue this is. You can see it carried. Clinton carried it with 50 to 60%, and luckily there's the county list. You can see Trumbull County. Where is that? Yeah, you can see that's 50.7. Clinton carried it by 25. Mahoning County, that one went blue by a lot. Lorain County was pretty blue at the time too. But you can see a lot of this Appalachia was blue in 1996, when you had a reduced third-party presence. You can see Clinton did better overall, and he even carried some of the rural areas. So you can see how Ohio has changed politically, and Cincinnati and its suburbs were pretty red. Went for Bob Dole, but still, he won because of the good support from the Ohio rim of Ohio. Then in 2000, even as Al Gore lost the state, he still did very well in the working class. With the working class counties, he did reasonably well in Appalachia. And you can see some of them did take a sharper turn to the right, while Cincinnati made a turn to the left. And then you can see even as John Kerry lost, still did very well in Appalachia, and even carried Stark County. He carried it. And Franklin County wasn't that blue either. So that's a little bit of history. So with Democrats losing strength in Ohio, I definitely see it as likely. Plus, Tim Ryan's your more moderate Democrat, and we all know how moderate Democrats get murdered. Either you run as a Sherrod Brown candidate, or bye-bye. Anyway, Florida, very self-explanatory. Rubio's super popular. I won't be surprised if he wins Miami-Dade County. Last time he failed to do it, but I can see by how it's trending. I won't be surprised if Rubio can, but although I think it'll be super close, maybe with a slight edge to the Democrat. Now the lean blue states, definitely Nevada and Arizona. Nevada, you had the Reid machine was defeated, but unfortunately Brian Sandoval declined, the strongest candidate for the Nevada Senate. So, because of that, I think Catherine Cortez Masto should be fine. And Mark Kelly, well, I know Mark Brnovich, he may decide to run, and he may be a great candidate, but again, he's a moderate Republican. Well, he may do well, but that's a trade-off. He's not going to do well with Trump voters. Plus, Mark Kelly is not unpopular right now. He's actually pretty popular. Well, I do think he may make a big mistake at some point, but I don't think he will do it right now. So, looking at it right now, I can say Arizona will probably be lean. Although Mark Kelly is crushing all his opponents. So if you take a look at the 2022 Senate elections, take a look at Arizona, for example. You look at hypothetical polling. You can see Mark Kelly's leading by 10 points over Brnovich. Michael McGuire is losing to Mark Kelly by 9. You can see Mark Kelly's literally defeating everyone. Even Jack McCain, even the McCain member of the family. Member of the McCain family is losing pretty bad. So you can see Mark Kelly is very popular right now. I think New Hampshire will be lean blue. I know this is controversial, but again, just because Chris Sununu is a popular governor doesn't mean that he'll win. We've seen that with Phil Bredesen. What happened in 2018? Yeah, he left the governorship with like a 75% approval rating, winning every county in 2006. Like, I can show you guys. Like, let's go to 2006 gubernatorial elections. I don't know. Sorry guys, anyway. I'm not going to show it right now, but anyway. Phil Bredesen won every county. But you can see, he lost by 11 against Marshall Blackburn, which is his race to lose. I understand Tennessee is a very deep blue state, but at the same deep red state, my bad. And that would be funny if Tennessee was a deep blue state, but just because Chris Sununu may be popular doesn't mean that he's going to win. Although Maggie Hassan, voting against the $15 minimum wage, which, personally, I don't know why, but, but New Hampshire usually does have a disdain towards taxes, and I think Maggie Hassan's doing that to maintain her image in New Hampshire, so I think it'll be lean. In Pennsylvania, I think this will be a lean D flip. I know, if you go to AP, he talks about Fetterman has a lot of scandals. Personally, I think if he does, I think they're very small scandals. I think there's one incident where he, pulled a gun on an unarmed black man, which, that was 9 years ago. But who can, well, I mean, he since then apologized. He's apologized for it, so, I mean, if he's repeatedly done it, then I will take that into consideration, although I don't think Fetterman is that scandal-plagued enough to taint it, although I think him being socially liberal could hurt him in the Philadelphia suburbs, but again, being from southwest Pennsylvania, Pennsylvania Democrats would want, Pennsylvanians might want, quote, someone else, someone else, means like, not your Philadelphia, not a Philadelphia guy. Some of your more western Pennsylvania guy would do kind of well. And I think that's all I see. Tilt R states include North Carolina, and personally, I do think North Carolina and Wisconsin will be tilt R. North Carolina, while I do understand Cherry Beasley's running, I think Cherry Beasley's a great candidate. She can definitely motivate the African American base, which historically does turn out much lower than the African American base in Georgia. But still, North Carolina has that slight Republican tilt, and it's most likely Ted Budd's going to be the nominee because he's got Trump's endorsement. Well, that could hurt him, but definitely Trump won the state by 74,000 votes for 1.3 points. So, I mean, even if he runs as pro-Trump, I think it'll still be very, very close. It's not going to be like a 6-point win that Burr had. But I think due to due to no incumbency, it would be Till. In Wisconsin, I know Ron John, if you watch LTE, he puts it as tilt blue. Personally, I have to disagree with that because, well, Tom Nelson's defeating Ron Johnson in polls, but polls don't mean anything. Like unless a Democrat has a very large lead, like Biden was leading by like 8 on election day in Wisconsin, ended up carrying it by just less than 0.6, almost about 0.6 points. So, with Ron Johnson's incumbency factor might help, although his remarks he made are very controversial, could turn off voters. But again, incumbency. And the final state would be Georgia, would be tilty. I know Herschel Walker might run, but we have to think, the guy doesn't live in Georgia. Well, he does have a lot of name recognition. The guy doesn't live there. Plus, Warnock is not unpopular there. He's actually pretty popular, and if Stacey Abrams and him are both on the ticket, that'll definitely carry him to the top. Plus, given how Georgia's demographics have been changing and how it's trending on Cobb, Gwinnett, Newton, the Atlanta ring, it's been trending blue. So Savannah and Chatham counties, and you can see some rural areas in Georgia are getting less and less red. So and so if Warnock can do well enough in the exurbs, like some exurbs of Atlanta are trending blue too, so I think that will help him narrowly carry him to the top. Anyway, that is my Senate predictions. 49 Republicans to 51 Democrats. So definitely some things have changed since my last video. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And if you liked the video, put a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, thumbs down. If you disagree with some of my ratings, please comment down below and let me know what I could have done better, what I could have changed, and more content is to come. I will see you all in the next video. Bye. I meant from political predictions out.